Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports Scoop, and welcome to our first scouting profile kind of post NFL regular season, getting in now to the draft process. Obviously, the draft is in April. We did two pre-NFL season, and obviously college season scouting reports of Derek Stingley and Kayvon Thibodeaux. We did one of Kyle Hamilton. Unfortunately, it didn't end up getting published or posted on our channel. But today we are here with Kenny Pickett, Pitt quarterback. We're going to be going over his goods, his bads, going over some film, going over his background, and yeah, just giving my opinion, my draft profile on him. Obviously, we'll be getting a ton more of these out to you guys, a ton more draft profiles. I'm going to be getting out, as much as I can, and then also we'll be getting out mock drafts, so those are coming too. But before we do get into the profile, as always, if you guys are not already, make sure you guys follow us on social media at TheeSportsScoop, TikTok, Instagram, and our Twitter. You can message us over there. We post content over there as well. TikTok, kind of more fun, lighthearted stuff. If you guys are, kind of fans of that, if you have TikTok, go search it up, drop us a follow. We post there a lot. And on Instagram, we post clips of videos, graphics, and others. So you guys can find us there at TheeSportsScoop. I'm Cian McDermott. We'll get into the Kenny Pickett draft profile. I hope you guys do enjoy the video. Make sure you guys subscribe before we get into it. Let's get into it. All right, so Kenny Pickett, looking at his background here. So ideal size, obviously plays quarterback. Ideal size, as he is 6'3", 220 pounds. Obviously coming from Pitt College, so definitely has that ideal height and weight for a quarterback. Definitely someone who, isn't too small, isn't under 6 feet, isn't kind of 6'2". He's kind of at that perfect height now for a quarterback. He actually looks bigger. He kind of looks like a Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert size. Those are kind of the 6'5", 6'6" guys. He's just a little bit under that. But again, something that stands out to scouts, to people who do draft profiles like me, is that size, and immediately that stands out to me. I think it's obviously very, very important for a quarterback, because I think what I really, really like in quarterbacks, and what I think I generally like the more traditional quarterbacks. I think I like the guys like Kenny Pickett who have that size, have that weight, and where I love Kyler Murray. I love kind of the smaller guys like Matt Corral. I think that they offer a lot more speed, but I think those bigger quarterbacks, obviously we see generally have more success in the NFL. Not saying that guys like obviously Kyler Murray has shown that you can be very successful at that size. Matt Corral, obviously fantastic prospect coming out. I'm sure I'm missing some other smaller quarterbacks. Russell Wilson, I guess. So I think that definitely to me is obviously a pro kind of off the bat, is that he has that size, has that ability to kind of, when he gets hit, he has that size to kind of take it. He's not smaller where bigger tackles, edges hitting them, obviously makes it, much bigger of a difference injury wise. But we'll get into that. So obviously background good. Honestly, we're going to go into pros. It's kind of a pro in and of itself, is that size. Definitely very, very intriguing as a prospect, and definitely something that jumps off the sheet immediately to scouts. But we'll get into the pros here. So what's to like about Kenny Pickett? And obviously, as I talked about, that body type, something he's very good at. We'll get into the film. Very, very accurate quarterback, someone who has that vision, pocket mobility. He's definitely the mold of someone like a Herbert, someone like a Trevor Lawrence, someone like a Josh Allen. Obviously not that caliber, and not obviously nowhere near that yet, because he hasn't been drafted yet, but definitely has the intangibles, obviously a big leader for Pitt, and definitely has that accuracy as someone who can drop the ball in, someone who's very mobile in the pocket. And something we saw a lot at Pitt this season. Obviously, the viral video of him that went, the video that went viral. I believe it was in the game against, who did Pitt play? They played Michigan State in that championship game. I think that Michigan State, I believe, won. I might be wrong. But that fake slide obviously went against rules. But he has that ability to get out of the pocket. He's very good. He knows where he is, which is very important. Someone who can navigate, not only get out of the pocket, but also navigate through it, stepping up, stepping back, obviously taking progressions through, and kind of able to get in there and knows where he is in the pocket, obviously, as I stated before. So I think that's a big thing. Again, something that jumps off. He kind of has the classic quarterback pros, the accuracy, the pocket mobility, the size. He's kind of a very, very much prototype quarterback, if you just say at least. And I think what's so funny with this draft is there's not a lot of prototypes. Malik Willis, Matt Corral, Carson Strong, guys who kind of go against that general mold. And I think Kenny Pickett, which obviously is not bad, being a prototype quarterback is good. It means that you have those kind of intangibles, tangibles. And I think So his pros to me for Kenny Pickett are very, very obviously good. It's not like he's good at something that's a little bit more, can be scrutinized a little bit, and he's not good, for example, at accuracy. Being an accurate quarterback, it's very good going into the NFL. I can tell you that. If you're someone who wants to go to the NFL, be an accurate quarterback. But so the pros obviously immediately jump off the sheet for Kenny Pickett. And I think that body type, so the background as well, is very much a pro for Kenny Pickett. But let's get in now to some of the cons, some of the things that definitely he needs to work on, some of the things that are a little bit more, looked down upon. So anticipation of throws. He's a fifth-year player at Pitt, and has average arm strength. So I think when you look at the guys like Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, the only discrepancy with Pickett is he doesn't have that arm that guys like obviously Allen, Lawrence, Herbert, Joe Burrow, those guys who we know are elite in the league. That being said, it's definitely not something that he can't work on, but it's something you would like to see a little bit more of. And anticipation kind of goes with that, because I think if you're able to anticipate passes, you're able to launch it downfield. And I think that a little bit definitely, just a little bit of a concern is his ability to get passes downfield and lead them to receivers. I think you see him a lot underthrow receivers, and it might be caught in the crossfire. Or excuse me, I don't think that's the right term. Excuse me. It might be caught in the I don't know what word I'm trying to say. It's not as bad. People don't see it as much of a con because of his ability because his receivers are open a lot, which I think you see with kind of the competition. Pitt aren't in a great division, not like an Ohio State, not like a Clemson, not like an Alabama, so they're not playing top schools, which I think is a big reason. We'll get into the film, we'll see that. So I think that would be the only. Those are the cons for me. And then anticipation is you see him a lot, not being able to fit those window throws, and is definitely someone who kind of is a first read type guy, which definitely needs to be worked on. And reads and progressions are one of the things that most quarterbacks struggle with. So I think that kind of separates the elite of elite quarterbacks, like the Trevor Lawrence coming out of the draft, like the Andrew Lucks, guys who have those intangibles that really are hard to coach, especially in college. And I think Kenny Pickett still goes through his progressions well, but it definitely can be worked on. And then again, anticipation, throwing it through those windows, being able to, watch a route develop, and kind of target that would be my only. Well, those are kind of the three, and then the fifth year, obviously, experience only kind of has 1 year of production, which again we see a ton of college players do that. A lot of the quarterbacks this year, so it's not really a huge concern. If you show it in the years that are recent to the draft, then you are. Okay, so those are my kind of thoughts on Kenny Pickett, pros, cons, and yeah. But without further ado, we're gonna jump over, and we're gonna get into the film. We're gonna be going over obviously the pros, cons, more pros, and going over kind of what he looks like on tape. So let's get into that. All right, let's get into some of the film here for Kenny Pickett. We're gonna obviously there's 7 minutes here. We'll probably go over 3-4 minutes of the tape, but I'll have my little trusty pen out so I'm able to draw, give you guys some play out. So here we're going to see Kenny Pickett. Again, this is going to show his mobility. Pocket kind of collapses inside and he's able to get out, which is a big, big pro for me. Obviously, as I've talked about, I love mobile quarterbacks. And we saw that with Kenny Pickett. But here he's going to snap it. Again, handoff, and he's able to get outside there and then again get down. And he's not, again, there's a big difference between being mobile and then being reckless, like a Daniel Jones. And I think what he has found a balance is he's able to get out. And again, you might have to get hit. That's a big thing. When you're mobile, you're going to get hit. But that ability to notice when you're being too reckless and diving and head clashing and then just getting out of the pocket when necessary. And then he's going to drop it. We're going to see his arm again. Look, when we talked about his arm power, good. But I mean, you look at this pass should be caught in stride, which again, that's the little bit of the con for Kenny Pickett is, he's not someone who has that crazy arm. And we'll look at it again here. We'll look at the play here, but some of these passes should be dropped in. Some of these passes should be placed here. He's going to deliver, and look at that. I mean, this guy has a ton of space. This ball should be dropped in right there over the shoulder. He'd be able to catch it and go. And unfortunately, what Kenny Pickett does is just a little bit underwhelming of a pass. And I know it's on the highlight reel because it is a big deep pass, but it's a little bit underwhelming and not something great. Here we're going to see pocket kind of collapses right there on the right side, gets out, and then is able to deliver a good pass to the sideline there to, I believe, his tight end Not much there. Here, we're going to see him against Tennessee. Again, good competition here. Kenny Pickett going to get a good pocket. Look, scanning, not able to see anything. Gets outside, finds space, and then he's able to deliver. And that was a great pass. I mean, that shows a ton of upside there. That no-look throw there from Kenny Pickett here. Gets outside, goes. And then that no-look right there. I mean, that was a really, really, really good crossbody throw here. Looking down that way, and then again, progressions, look, and his eyes are there, and then he just delivers that look. So it's all about moving this linebacker, sees that gap in between. And I know we talked about him not being able to throw into great windows, but I think he has been able to somewhat. And I think, you see it here and there. And then again, great throw, touchdown here, more drop back. Not going to have, going to have a ton of time. And again, scanning, good throw, not much there. And if anything, that throw lacked a little bit of velocity. Here, they're going to rush. And again, being able to deliver that quickly and good throw. And there, again, good throw, Kenny Pickett. I would attribute that play a little bit more to the receiver. Had him on his backside, but Kenny Pickett, really good job getting it out before he got hit. But you look at this play here, you want him to sit a little bit longer, sit, and he kind of throw. I know this is a little bit nitpicky, but I want to just look at that play again here, and then look, he throws and kind of just it's a good throw. I won't pick it too much, but he kind of throws and ducks out of the way. Here, he's going to get out play action, good blocking, and again is able to set his feet. And that's exact. So there's a great point here. That's exactly the throw we would want Kenny Pickett to throw that first play, leading him. And again, his receiver was wide open, but leading the receiver downfield and letting him catch it in stride. I think that's a big thing. Not only is that going to be good for just obviously in the NFL, but it's a good to get your receivers to trust you, that they know that, okay, when I run these deep routes, he's able to lead me and I'm able to catch it in stride and go. Here, drop back again. He's going to find pressure on the inside, going to get out, find space. And again, look, find space on the outside. And he has a little bit of speed on him. Here, play action, getting pressured, and then great throw right there. Not much there to his tight end. Here, play action, drop back. He has time. And I think he's a good quarterback when he has time in the pocket. That's definitely, I think, a pro. He has one time in the pocket. He's able to look downfield. And then again, delivers a great pass. That receiver, and again, that just shows his pros. Like, his receivers don't get open all the time, but at that, he's able to do it. And there, I'm not sure. Yeah, the corner was going to tackle him, but you would like to see the receiver kind of catch it here instead of like that. I don't think it'll make too much of a difference here. Again, he had time. They blitzed that linebacker and able to get outside and notice zones, because he notices that if they're going to blitz that linebacker, they have space in the middle of the field, able to get out through the left guard. Here he has time. Then it collapses on the edges and he's able to deliver a good throw. Again, wide open, so it's a pass that you expect him to make. But here, again, that's what I probably like about Kenny Pickett the most is you can teach that accuracy, but it's here. The edge collapse, and he's able to get out and then deliver the shot. And he keeps his eyes downfield the entire time, which I think is a big pro, able to get out and deliver a great pass there to Kenny Pickett. Here, sits in the pocket a little bit, and again, able to get out and rush out to the outside. First down and more. And then see there, protecting himself and sliding, not trying to run into the defender and run him over. Here, the tackle gets beaten, delivers it out in time, and then there, touchdown. I mean, this is a huge game for Kenny Pickett. I'm not sure what college this is, but here, the running back picks up that middle linebacker blitz, and then again, good throw. But just like I said, it's open, it's wide open, so it's something that is expected of him. Here again, a time, then gets pressure in the inside, and again, wide open for the touchdown. Here we're going to see him going against New Hampshire. So again, the competition is not fantastic. And here, when he gets time in the pocket, able to deliver. And that was a great pass. That's exactly the pass we want to see. Being able to throw and drop it right in the breadbasket right there. I mean, that is exactly the ball you want. The defender was there. Not much Kenny Pickett could do. That was the perfect throw. And then he gets tackled down. Here, Kenny Pickett drops back. Zone coverage from here. Scanning, gets out, and then again, pointing his receiver downfield, and a great throw. So that was a window throw that we don't see a lot of. Getting out, and then look, that window, tight window, points his receiver to get to the end of the end zone. And look, I mean, that, and this wasn't as much of a window, I guess, per se, but You see that right there. But this, I mean, the window from here to the end zone is short, and he's able to get out and deliver a great pass from Kenny Pickett. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I hope you guys did enjoy the film analysis. Again, Cian McDermott here. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure you guys do subscribe for more for more scouting profiles. And as always, make sure you guys follow us on social media at TheeSportsScoop for more content from us, but more draft profiles to come. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And I really do appreciate you guys watching. Cian McDermott, TheeSportsScoop. We'll see you next time.